how's it going? Welcome back, my beautiful sinners, to another great video here on the Savior Show. Oh, daddy, yes it is, okay, welcome back. Now, if you're new to the channel, which is highly likely, go down below and subscribe, join this great, growing community today, join something special, and become a disciple of the Savior channel, be a sinner, and yeah, let's get on with my review of Cult of the Lamb. This is not a cult, by the way. Definitely not.
Make sure that you do subscribe, or you might find yourself in a sticky situation.
So today, boys, I'm going to be giving you my review of Cult of the Lamb, okay? And this is a very special video game we have on our hands.
Oh, I love games.
It seems like we have an endless supply of roguelikes nowadays, and that's because the gaming industry is saturated. And I've got my problems with the gaming industry, but finally we have something a little bit fresh, a little bit unique, and I've got to give it props because Cult of the Lamb is a great game. So this is my review of Cult of the Lamb, and it's actually a good game. Now, it's not going to be for everyone, but I'm going to give you the reasons why it's good and a few things I don't like about it as well. Now, this is a review of the early game, of the preview, okay, what I managed to play so far, what I could get my hands on. So the full game might be slightly different, or it might get a little bit stale after some time, but I have played enough of it to give you my honest review of Cult of the Lamb. A bit parched. I might just go get me a glass of milk.
Now, he's not like other game YouTuber types like your PewDiePies or your Jacksepticeyes. No, he loves milk. And frankly, I'll tell you something, he can't get enough of it.
Yeah, I love milk.
Oh, I have some nice peach milk extract here. It's real good. Daddy, milk me. Oh, milk me, milk me.
ASMR YouTubers. Oh, that's some easy content right there.
So let's jump into Cult of the Lamb review. Sorry for the madness right there. I'm just insane. So, Cult of the Lamb, okay, it's a good video game, and the best thing about it is it's also coming to Nintendo Switch. This is a perfect portable game. So if you don't know anything about Cult of the Lamb, first of all, I just have to say the things I like about it are the visuals, okay? This has such a unique graphical design. I don't care about graphics, but what I do care about is art style. And Cult of the Lamb has an amazing art style. Just look at it, it's breathtaking. You know, it's like this weird in-between of 2D drawings and a 3D environment, and it's just simply beautiful to look at and very different from most other games, okay? And the other thing that's so great about this game is the fact that it is different, okay? It's not like other roguelikes. Yes, you are basically going into these dungeons that are randomly generated, which can take the fun out of things. You know, it's not completely handcrafted, but the gameplay flow of this is just great. So pretty much what you do in Cult of the Lamb is it's an action roguelike with SimCity kind of Animal Crossing, except it's not Animal Crossing, it's a demonic version of Animal Crossing in some ways, where you build up your cult. So basically you go on these little missions and these little side quests and whatever, and you defeat bosses, you know, collect resources. You will always be rewarded for your time, and basically there are so many things to do in this. You know, there are little mini games. Like I said, you can level up your character and level up your little village community, your cult community, which is the funnest thing about this game, because the roguelike gameplay here is very similar to many other roguelikes, where you just go and, you know, you just clear a bunch of enemies, and if you die, you're just gonna have to retry it and do it all over again. But you do get rewarded by defeating these bosses with resources, with new upgrades, stuff like that, which is great. But because you are gathering all of these resources, and it's not just to level your character up, it's actually to be put back into the village, back for your cult, for your community. That's what makes this so rewarding. And there's so much customization here, where you can customize each cult member, you can customize their look, and you know what they do in the village. You can have all of these different buildings in your village that will serve different purposes, and you can even sacrifice your beloved community. And I would never do that to any of you guys. Never you fear, I would never do that. But Cult of the Lamb is just brimming with detail. There is a lot to do here, and the charming art style is just what brings it all together. The gameplay flow, like I said, is what's great about it, because you are constantly doing something that's going to benefit your community, your cult community. And the action here is very simplistic, it's like basic, just hack and slash attacks. But you also do get these extra abilities and powers, which is pretty moist and pretty cool, which you can use in combat to spice things up. But there is a lot of grinding involved where you have to collect a certain amount of resources, which can get boring after some time. And, just kind of rinse and repeat, fighting these mobs and then a boss. You might not like that type of gameplay, but if you like roguelikes and if you like, games where you have to build a community like Animal Crossing or like Fallout 4, the settlement system, obviously it's very different, but you know what I'm trying to say. You can customize it in great detail, and you can customize for cult members, which is what's so interesting and fun about this game. And especially, like I said, this game will be great on the Nintendo Switch or something portable, because it's something you can just pick up, play for like, 20 minutes, half an hour, and it's going to still feel fresh. It's not going to be, a complex story or anything like that, but what it does provide you is fun gameplay, and that's what games should be about, in my opinion. They don't always need to be high production or, have super in-depth stories, even if that is nice now and then. But yeah, I think this is a great game, and the art style is amazing. The animations as well, the cutscenes are just so good. It looks like a professional anime studio who produced this. It looks like a professional studio who made this, and actually the developers behind this game haven't made that many games previously, so it's surprising that this one is so good. But yeah, this is really good, and I would highly recommend it if you like that type of game. So that's my review of Cult of the Lamb. It's a very different type of roguelike slash action game, because it's got that community element of kind of like a demonic version of Animal Crossing in some ways. Obviously it's not quite the same, but you're building up this village, you're building up your cult, and you can do so many things with your cult, like I said. And the bosses here are actually pretty good, and some of them are pretty hectic and absolutely insane. Kind of reminds me of Hades, some of them. There's a lot going on in these boss battles, and they have different stages, which is quite nice. It does feel super fleshed out, and even though the action can feel shallow, the fact that you're doing this for a reason is what gives you the motivation to keep playing. And the weird art style of, this kind of demonic, culty kind of, horror vibe mixed in with cutesy characters, it just matches like Fallout 3, for example, with its 50s music or whatever. But these two polar opposites just combine, and it's a really great, unique art style. And the gameplay here is fun, although it will get repetitive after a while, and once you have built up your village to a certain point, you will start to feel fatigued. But for a game that you can pick up on the go and play, I think it's great, and to me that's where Cult of the Lamb shines. So yeah, that's my early review of Cult of the Lamb. I hope you enjoyed this video, my sinners. Let me know if you did, and I'll see you in the next one. If you have questions about my review of Cult of the Lamb, just leave them down in the comments, and I'll be sure to answer. Let me know if you're going to pick this up and what kind of games you like to play. And check out my music on Spotify that I make, my synth music. If you like the music, then please go listen. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Peace out.